Saturday morning sports talk show in the thumb. It's Let's Talk Sports, brought to you by Air Advantage, providing rural communities with client-focused internet communications and technology solutions with integrity and pride. With Scott Bowlesby,
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Chris Wilcox,
We got uniforms and everything. It's really great.
and the Chief, Christian Zalick.
49-49 is your score. 7 seconds left to go. And they're going to get this to Zach York. York going to bring this one up here for the Cards. He's going to drive this one. He's going to kick it back over to Henderson. Puts up the three-point shot. There's your game winner! Give the people their money's worth.
Last night, they gave the people their money's worth in our game of the week last night. District Championship action live from Millington, as was the Millington Cardinals victorious in a buzzer beater over the Reese Rockets. So just a heck of a game it is. Let's talk sports. Welcome on in. Scott Bowlesby here with you alongside Christian Zalick, Chris Wilcox, and got some special guests in the house. If you're watching at home, well, then you already see who it is. If not, then you're going to have to wait in anticipation.
Yes, of course.
Because we have our game of the week to talk about first.
Yes, and one heck of a game it was.
An interesting
It was
game.
okay. It was all right.
You couldn't tell by Chris's excitement.
Yeah, right?
Chris was.
Come on.
I had to cut out some of the yells.
Yeah.
He was pretty excited, but for good reason
swear?
last night.
Did he
What's
swear?
that?
Did he
swear?
He did not swear.
No.
No. Luckily, he kept the swears on the off the air. But nonetheless, just a fun game. And one of those that district was a very fun district to watch this week. The Reese Valley Lutheran game was just a nail biter as
Yes,
well.
it was.
And then the game last night came right down to the end. And it was a game where there was a lot of points left on the floor. A lot of points. A lot of points.
A lot could be an underestimation,
Well,
Christian. I mean, to a certain level.
With the way that Reese was launching from 20 feet, I was just really surprised.
I know that you and I were off on a couple on the 3-point lines. I was kind of looking at it. I had both teams combined 14 of 60 from beyond the arc.
I had 14 of 62. So,
Yeah.
There's a lot of threes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was raining threes, but
Yeah.
they weren't raining in the
30,
basket.
38 by Reese, I think, attempted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
and they made 7.
Yeah, and they kept going back to it, and it worked out for them a couple of times. It got them back in the game, and I kept saying last night, I said, on the floor, their shots aren't looking good on the stat sheet, but they were still in the game all the way
Yeah.
throughout the game. I mean, it was a back and forth battle.
Yeah, because Millington started out really hot there in the first quarter. Ethan Brady scored 8 first quarter points, and you kind of thought that he was going to go off like he did the other night when he dropped 29 against Vassar. And then Reese did some adjusting on defense and really made him force some shots, I guess. And he had some shots late in the fourth quarter because he went the longest time without scoring. I think he had a point or two I think he had 11 at halftime.
Yeah.
And then didn't score in the third and ended up with 4 in the fourth quarter to finish with 15. But I kind of thought he was going to go off because Millington was up 14-4 at one point. And then Reese just started chipping away, and really took advantage of Millington's zone in the second quarter. Reese scored 21 points to take a halftime lead, and Jacob Rao was really the benefit of that in the second quarter. Reese, he kept on exploiting the middle of the Millington zone, and come the second half, Coach Coleman made an adjustment like he should and went to a man-to-man and sort of took that away from Reese, and Reese never really figured out how to get the ball back to Jacob Rao after that.
He did a great job. They have a very, very good freshman class over there in Reese on both sides, boys and girls. But the boys last night, and then obviously the senior Gabe Robinson stepping up in a big way, trying to make sure his season continues along, and was almost able to do it. But the freshmen showed up. DeMarcus Palmrider had a good night, or had a good district over there. And did a good job at the point, and good job defensively as well.
I was gonna say defensively last night, he held Brady in check once they kind of made those adjustments. And we talked before the game, and Scotty asked me, says, "Who do you think's gonna win?" I said, "Well, and I went out on a limb. I said Brady's gonna at least have to score 15 or more for them to win." Brady scored 15, but it wasn't Brady. It was Mr. Henderson that gave the final touch of the game.
Yeah.
And I don't think you could have predicted that.
No.
By any means. Especially with Zach York with the ball in his hands under 7 seconds left to go and driving it. That's obviously the way it was kind of drawn up, right, Christian, is kind of what you heard?
Well, after I chatted with Coach Coleman a little bit last night, and then after reading some of the stuff he said in some other media today, that the plan was, 7 seconds, and sort of like what they did a couple weeks ago over in Frankenmuth, is just get the ball into Zach York's hand, and if he can bully his way into the basket, maybe get fouled, get to the line because he's a great free throw shooter. If not, maybe he throws something up and gets there. But he did the basketball play, and when he got double teamed, he reverse pivoted and kicked back to Henderson, who did the right thing and just flowed behind him, and he was pretty much wide open. The closeout was really late. I think it was Robinson closed out on him, but it was late, and the ball just hung in the air forever, it seemed like, and
it did.
Stuck on the back of that flat iron and just found net after that.
Yeah, when I talked to Henderson after the game, not only Henderson but York, I asked York, I said, was that the play that was drawn up? He says, no, not even close.
Yeah.
He says, we were anticipating being full court press. They weren't a full court press. He said, but when he started driving and he went to make the kick out, he's like, honestly, I didn't know who I was throwing it to until all of a sudden I seen Braden there. And he's like, I felt like I was okay. Because he takes those kind of shots every now and then. So, but hey, you gotta, Braden. I don't want to say this, man. It was a beautiful brick. It was a beautiful brick. If you could throw a brick up, that was a beautiful brick. It just floated on in. And talking to Braden, he's like, I wasn't even close to expecting to take that shot, but at that point in time, you have to.
Yeah, because Coach Holman said they were expecting to be pressed, but they were expecting a zone press and not that man-to-man. And actually, that man-to-man press worked out for Millington because York's a good ball handler, is not going to get the ball stripped from him.
Right.
Maybe his zone press does something different, but maybe Reese doesn't do that. I don't know. But
one of the other things I had mentioned to Braden too, I was like, Jake Rao was flying through the air at you. Yeah, and Jake's not a small guy by any means.
No.
And he says, yeah, he's a big guy.
Yeah.
He was just hoping to get it over top of those fingertips, in which he did. But grateful for Millington. Ball finds the bottom of the net.
Yeah. No. We were talking about Jacob Rao before. It just took 7 shots though last night. 5 of 7 shooting. And like I said, he just kind of disappeared in the second half, and they couldn't figure out how to get the ball to him. I was really surprised. Gabe Robinson still took 15 shots last night, but it just seemed like he wasn't part of the offense, really.
He sat out almost the entire second quarter.
I know, and he was just I don't know. It was strange. I really expected him to take over that game late. Granted, he hit some big shots, and boy, he hit some triples where you just don't guard people at, and he had no problem pulling up and draining those. But it was just odd. I have him for 1 2-point attempt is all last night, and he made that. He took 14 triples, just 1 2-point attempt.
Yep.
Boy, I want the ball with him on the block, especially against Millington. Millington doesn't have a lot of size. I don't know. It just seemed like I expected to see more out of him last night. And granted, he scored 17 points, but I wanted to see more of him taking over.
Yeah, and that's kind of what he did in the Valley Lutheran game. I mean, him and Johnson had 14 apiece in that game, so they really led the charge there, and kind of thought that we were going to see a little bit more of him as well. But he did had 17 quiet points, but it was a great performance nonetheless. But I was wondering, like I said, we talked about the supporting cast really stepped up last night for Reese. Obviously, would have liked to see. Well, I mean, Gabe did all that he could by himself. I mean, 17 points, and the supporting cast did all that they could, and they were still in the game, and that's the thing. Not taking anything away from that at all.
No.
But it was just one of those things where you score 17, you still take the L. I mean, it's just rough.
Well, I mean, Frost comes off the bench, scores you 4 points. Sean Weil comes off the bench, scores you 7 points. Darnell Davis off the bench, scores you 4 points. I mean, you got to be happy. You got to be happy with that. You got to be happy with that performance. The unhappy part.
Isaac Johnson just won.
That you would have to be. Isaac Johnson just 1 point. And not only that, but the second chance opportunities that Reese had last night and just could not convert on the offensive end, getting those offensive boards and just not being able to convert. You get that second chance or third chance to even put it up, you got to make something out of it. And, unfortunately for them, they were unable to. I had them, I don't know what you had, Christian. I had 20 of 63 for Reese last night.
Yeah, 20 of 64 total.
Yeah.
But, like I said, they did get plenty of opportunities, 15 offensive rebounds. I don't have their second chance opportunities. I'd have to watch the film to see that, or second chance points. But like I said, 15 offensive rebounds probably should have been better, but it just wasn't there. So
no, it wasn't. They did a good job of Reese did of getting a lot of offensive boards. The one thing they couldn't do was cash in when they got those opportunities. There was one possession I remember Reese had about 3 or 4 different opportunities to score a bucket and just could not come up with anything. We mentioned it. We said they had multiple opportunities, and we've seen that a couple of times last night, which really shot them in the foot. They did that a couple of times. So you can't do stuff like that. And they know that obviously, but just the ball was not. Not falling for them last night on a couple of different possessions, but Millington were able to get the luck off the rim there and get the win. I mean, I thought we were going to go to overtime for sure. I thought
so did I.
It was one of those games you didn't want to see end last night.
No, yeah.
It was a back and forth game. The atmosphere from both fan sections and student sections was off the charts.
Yes, it was.
Those are games that you don't want to see end, and unfortunately, a team's going to end up having to lose. And last night it was Reese, and that senior season's done for a lot of those kids.
Yeah.
And I've been saying all year with Millington, they really needed that third person to step up to get 7 to 10 points, and it's been different people all along. And last night, Henderson with 9, and Nick McLean with 7 points as well.
Nick McLean, big 3-pointer in the corner.
Yeah.
Huge triple on the. And once again, that was York generating that as he drives the lane and kicks. And when they collapsed on him, McLean was wide open, and he's, from the games I've seen this year, had 3 or 4 of those this year where he's just wide open and drilled it. So.
Not only that, McLean was banging on the boards pretty rough last night too. So kudos to him. Obviously, we know Henderson's going to be down there banging on the boards as well. But York grabbed pulling down. I had him for 10 boards last night.
Okay.
McLean with 8, Henderson with 8. So just a great overall night for those. That trio right there, just to really kind of step up, especially on the board side of things. And
because I had 11 and 9, York and Henderson, but they did as many offensive rebounds as Reese got. They did a nice job on the defensive boards. Because a lot of those offensive rebounds, when you're taking all those triples, the ball's going long, and unfortunately, Millington didn't box out very well high, but when the ball was down low, they did a very good job of getting the ball.
Yeah, and Drew Germain too. Shout out to him. He did a great job defensively. He had a couple of nice stops last night as well.
He did a nice job shutting down Isaac Johnson.
He did. Yeah. He all around. I mean, just exactly the way they needed to play last night to get that win on both sides. I mean, both teams played the way they needed.
That's really underrated. That was probably one of the biggest differences in the victory is shutting down Isaac Johnson.
Yeah. He's a heck of an athlete, that's for sure. But he'll be back next year. Got a good young core over there, and Reese that is going to be returning next year. So watch out for the Rockets because they'll be back. And obviously losing a very great athlete in Gabe Robinson. I think it is seniors, obviously, all over the Thumb area. Put out a tweet last night, but definitely thank you to the seniors. And shout out to Gabe Robinson, just a fun player to watch. I mean, he's been in the game, and he's going to be now moving to the All-Star game, which is going to be coming up in June, and says he's going to take all the trophies home. He's taking the MVP, he's taking the dunks, the 3-point. You guys hear that over there?
You guys hear that?
Seniors?
Wow.
Hunter James says, huh.
But nonetheless, it should be fun to watch.
Hey, Millington gets rewarded. They move on to a regional.
What a reward.
Against the Flint Beecher squad. Oh,
there you go.
Man,
that's
who we faced one other time.
Walking into a Lions.
Faced them a few years ago in the quarterfinal game at Bendel. That was it was a 2-point game at halftime, and then Beecher just took
That
over.
was the night that Monty Morris tweeted at us.
Yes, he did.
Because we were at the game and we were updating it, and he retweeted us and said something. Now he's not on Twitter, so we can't prove it. So. Believe us. Hey, we got a call coming through right now. Hunter called it. Let's talk sports. Good morning.
This is Bob.
Hey, Bob. What's up?
How you guys doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Okay.
Good.
Well, where are you going next week?
We have no idea. Where are you going next week?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet either? He's a traveling man.
Yep.
I know where they're going, bud. They're coming back to Millington to watch me win a district title on next Friday.
Who you got? Who do you play? Kingston and District.
I got Vassar on Monday, and if I win, then I have Montrose on Wednesday. And if I win that, then I'll have either Reese or New Lothrop on Friday.
Hey, what happened to Michigan?
You know,
you know what? I really thought that game was canceled. I didn't even see it last.
yeah,
last
sorry,
weekend.
Bob. We have no idea what you're talking about.
I told you, go Spartans.
You know, he was wearing his Michigan State hat the other night in Kingston. I told him he's wearing the wrong hat, and he goes, "Go green."
They still have to play again, buddy.
Did you, hey, Kristen,
Yeah, buddy.
did you bring my niece up?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yep, sure did.
Guess what Scott done me?
What did Scott tell you? I didn't tell you anything.
Guess what Scott done to me, Kristen?
What?
He didn't take my pop when I got my pop and
No, don't even.
The best part was he actually took Scotty's popcorn and then brought it on over
He
to
gave
me.
me popcorn. I ate on the way over, and I was eating some of it. I put it down. I said, "I'm good, Bob." And he takes it over to Chris and gives it to Chris. And then he asked me if I wanted another
I got
one.
you another one.
And I said I wasn't. I said I didn't want it, Bob. I politely declined it this time. I wasn't mean about it. I said, "No, Bob, I'm good, thank you." And then you found
Get
some.
on him, Kristen.
I will.
It's not. I was polite about it at
That's
least.
funny.
But thank you, Bob, for thinking of me as always. Hey,
I know.
don't you have to bother Christian about some T-shirts too?
Huh?
Remember the T-shirts?
Yeah.
You got
Medium.
medium.
Okay. Hey, you come over to Millington this summer with the girls' basketball team to my shootout, and I'll get you all the T-shirts you want.
Okay.
I got to mention that we got to saw Haley the other day.
Yes, we did.
Rehabbing the hip, right? And I got to see her. So she's looking good, Bob. Looks like she's feeling good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows that already. He talks to her every day.
Listen, tell my niece I said hi.
I sure will. I'll see her tomorrow.
Yeah.
Were you at the game last night, Bob?
Yes.
That was a heartbreaker, huh?
Hi, Kristen.
Yeah. They had it, and then Boris hit that three-pointer.
Hey, Kristen.
Yeah.
He's over it.
Guess what the Memphis coach done?
What's that?
He broke our chalkboard in the locker
Oh
room.
yeah, he's really upset about that. They broke the chalkboard in the locker room,
Holy cow. You're kidding.
and they won too.
He had our locker room the first game.
Wow. How'd they break the chalkboard?
Come in at something to done something to the chalkboard.
Wow.
It's coming out of Bub's
And he
fun.
got teed up. He got teed up at our game.
Well, you know, I've heard, you know, Coach Lester's in the building tonight. I've heard he destroys chalkboards left and right at halftime.
So you better watch it. You're not allow him in your locker rooms.
I'm
That-
trying to get you guys in on my radio, but I can't.
It's one of the reasons I don't use clipboards anymore.
My headphones.
You can't hear us?
It just won't come in. I'll keep trying.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, keep trying, Bub. Hopefully you can hear us.
Hey, the Cape Pack coach said he's going to call in.
Oh. Okay. We'll see if we can get him in here. We got
He wanted the number to 92.1. I said I give it to him.
say that again?
He said he's going to call you guys.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, we'll see. If we can get him in here. We do have some guests, so we'll get to them in a little bit and
Yes.
see if we can squeeze another phone call in today.
Yep.
All right, Bob. Well, thanks for
Bob.
calling, man. Have
Thanks,
a good
Bob.
weekend.
Okay.
Yep. Bye.
Go Spartans, I think.
Hung up on him. He showed us his card the other night. He his get well soon card from the Harbor Beach faithful over there. The boys and girls.
Outstanding.
So shout out to them. Very
Yes.
cool of them to do that. Very classy. Obviously, Bub down under the weather for a while there, but looked like he was feeling better the other day. So that's always good. And just roaming around the gymnasium, handing out popcorn left and right, taking away money away from the Kingston schools. So if you guys can't get anything new for the academics or the athletics, then you can thank Bub for that one.
Yes.
Take it out of his pay.
Big congratulations to the Millington Cardinals last night. Again, now they move on to take on the Beecher Bucks coming up next, was it Tuesday?
Tuesday, yes.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. And they are the
Bad X.
They are the 7:30 game.
Okay.
Where USA and Ithaca is the 5:30 game.
You know
or 6
much about
game.
Ithaca?
I don't, actually.
Okay.
I don't.
I'm interested to see how that game goes. They only lost a couple games this season, so
I know they lost a football game and. Sorry, did I bring that up?
That they did.
You're just for that rematch next year.
And they allowed a 50 spot.
Ooh. Think they forgot?
No.
If not, they just got reminded.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We play them in week 2 next year, and it's not going to be pretty.
Is that in Millington, you said? Or it's in Ithaca?
It's in Ithaca.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I thought you said it was in Millington.
I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know.
Because we were going to force them to sit outside.
Right. Oh, that's right. Yes.
Because they forced you guys to sit outside at one time. So we're going to have to do that game to make them sit outside.
Exactly.
We're just going to do it to prove a point.
I remember when you and Derek did that game.
Full moon, clear skies, 20 degrees outside.
If it was 20.
Yeah.
I was inside at the studio running the board. Like, yeah, it's nice in here, guys. What's going on out there? And Christian sends a picture, and we got like 3 hats on, like a full mask.
I know. It was not nice.
Somehow the equipment still worked after that. It didn't freeze.
It did. But were we still on the old equipment? I think so.
We were, yeah.
The cell stuff.
Dial phone, the rotary phone. We had that Ithaca hand thing you guys had, that foam thing.
Uh-huh.
And then Bob said, "What is this?" I said, "Oh, they got it at the Ithaca game." And it was in our studio forever. He ripped it apart and used it as a scrubbing pad. So it came in handy. Anyways, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We got the Kingston Cardinals in the house, boys basketball team, and we're going to come back with a couple of them and Coach Lester as well. So stay right there. It is Let's Talk Sports, brought to you by Air Advantage right here, Classic Rock I-92.
Classic Rock I-92.
It's Rick Lipan from Majestic Sky Link, your local Dish premier retailer, TV and internet expert. In these days of fast-paced lives and fast-talking salespeople, it's nice to know you can still count on your local Dish premier retailer to tell you the honest truth. Drop by Majestic Sky Link at 326 South State Street in Carroll. Call us at 989-673-8094 or visit us at MajesticSkyLink.com. We are your local resource for TV and internet solutions.
This is Deborah Lipian from Majestic Sky Link here in Carroll. We are your local premier Dish authorized TV and internet retailer. Are you tired of waiting on hold and trying to talk to the big box companies? Why not just talk to your neighbors here at Majestic Sky Link? We pride ourselves on the great customer experience we provide for our Dish TV and internet customers. Drop by Majestic Sky Link at 326 South State Street in Carroll. Call 989-673-8094 or visit us at MajesticSkylink.com. Local dealer, local service.
Hi everyone, it's Rick Lipan from Majestic Sky Link, your local Dish premier retailer, TV and internet expert. In these days of fast-paced lives and fast-talking salespeople, it's nice to know you can still count on your local Dish premier retailer to tell you the honest truth. Drop by Majestic Sky Link at 326 South State Street in Carroll. Call us at 989-673-8094 or visit us at MajesticSkylink.com. We are your local resource for TV and internet solutions.
This is Deborah Lipian from Majestic Sky Link here in Carroll. We are your local premier Dish authorized TV and internet retailer. Are you tired of waiting on hold and trying to talk to the big box companies? Why not just talk to your neighbors here at Majestic Sky Link? We pride ourselves on the great customer experience we provide for our Dish TV and internet customers. Drop by Majestic Sky Link at 326 South State Street in Carroll. Call 989-673-8094 or visit us at MajesticSkylink.com. Local dealer, local service.
Hi everyone, it's Rick Lipan from Majestic Sky Link, your local Dish premier retailer, TV and internet expert. In these days of fast-paced lives and fast-talking salespeople, it's nice to know you can still count on your local Dish premier retailer to tell you the honest truth. Drop by Majestic Sky Link at 326 South State Street in Carroll. Call us at 989-673-8094 or visit us at MajesticSkyLink.com. We are your local resource for TV and internet solutions.
This is Deborah Lipian from Majestic Sky Link here in Carroll. We are your local premier Dish authorized TV and internet retailer. Are you tired of waiting on hold and trying to talk to the big box companies? Why not just talk to your neighbors here at Majestic Sky Link? We pride ourselves on the great customer experience we provide for our Dish TV and internet customers. Drop by Majestic Sky Link at 326 South State Street in Carroll. Call 989-673-8094.
Welcome back. Let's talk sports. Classic Rock I-92. Scott Bowlesby here with you, alongside Christian Zalick, Chris Wilcox, and we do have some special guests in the building, as they are district champs well. I'd say, did you bring the trophy? But it didn't look like Jack was going to let go of it. He was hugging that thing this morning in the picture. So, very, very cool. Who do we want to bring up? Coach, you want to come on up first?
Good night to be a Cardinal.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Coach, tell us a little bit about the season, kind of from start to the end of the season. Then we'll jump on kind of into districts, especially with some of the scheduling too.
Yeah. Start of the season, we obviously had some goals, some high goals. There was a couple games early that we weren't planning on playing, but our schedule was kind of in shambles all year. I guess you could say, kind of got the shaft on our schedule. I'm not going to mention names of any schools in the thumb, but we did. So, we were a little bit disappointed, but we were able to find some teams to, play. Our non-league schedule was obviously, I thought it was good. It could have been better. There were some teams that I wanted to play that we just couldn't make it happen. A North Branch loss early was a good loss for us. We played well. We had some mistakes, late. A Flint loss was a good loss for us early. And then the USA loss, I think, was ultimately a great thing for us because we ended up having a good week that week, actually. We went down to Flint, beat them by 2 points there, which enabled us to play for league championship, and we pulled that out last Friday by a point. So, we reached a goal. Last night we reached another goal, and we're hoping to come back home, win a couple games, and move on to quarterfinals. But, it's a one game at a time, and we have a tough team we're going to play, but so far so good. So we're happy, but I don't think that we're not ready to be done yet. So I think we have some work to do, and we're looking forward to Tuesday night.
Tell me a little bit about how this regional is going to could potentially play into your guys' favor being home.
I think I don't know if we're. I don't know. I think basically, whoever plays the best is going to win that. All four teams are obviously capable. Fulton Middleton is on the opposite side of us. They play in a tough league. Then, the team that we're going to play, they are 21-1, have an outstanding player. Wednesday night, he had 39. He's had numerous 30-plus scoring games. So, but, we've played against pretty good players, and, no pressure on Hunter at all. But
no pressure on Hunter.
He's gonna have the assignment Tuesday night to shut down Britton Angel, and but he's gonna have to have some help too. I was watching some film this morning. I've been watching some film for a couple weeks because I just kind of had a feeling they were going to win. But it's going to be a challenge, But just for us to be at home, our seniors getting a chance to come back home and play a couple more games, what more could you ask for? I think we're going to have a good crowd. it's going to be a good atmosphere, so we're excited.
I was going to say, talking about Fulton, they actually came up in the research I was doing yesterday on Ithaca because they beat Ithaca earlier in the season.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. 10-point win. I think it was 57-47. I can't find it right now, but so I mean, that's they played some competition as well.
They do. They play in a great conference. So. Yep.
So obviously, you've been scouting Big Rapids for a while with the intentions of them potentially that first round matchup here in regionals. Style of play that they play, kind of compared to the defense that you're going to apply.
They want to run just like we do. They want a fast-paced game. We're going to see 2-2-1, 1-3-1, 1-3-1 full, 1-3-1 half, 3-2 half. Kind of the same stuff that we do, really. A similar team to us. They're athletic. They want to run. They have, I respect the other guys, but they have one player that we have to shut down. Because he can definitely, score points.
Do you feel that USA game, because USA loves to get up and down the court really quick as well, do you think that that's going to play into your guys' advantage maybe a little bit?
Yeah. I mean, basically in that game we had a good 11 minutes. And then we did some things that against teams that are solid and good, you cannot do that, and I think we learned from that. And I mean, I think that actually paid off that week against Flint, because we played extremely well down there. And the kids were pretty resilient. They wanted to be USA, but it's just one of those games that we just didn't have things go our way, and we made mistakes, and they make you pay. But yeah, it's going to pay into it for sure. I mean, to be playing that competition, that's all you can ask for.
Coach, I want to take a step back, and we're going to step back a long stride here. You graduated from Kingston, now coaching at Kingston. Tell me what kind of, memories that brings to you, and how special that is to kind of come back to the alma mater and coach.
Yeah, I knew when I was probably 9 years old that I wanted to coach. The boys basketball coach. That was my goal.
Is Jack kind of in the same situation now too?
Well, right now, he wants to be a professional baseball player, professional basketball player. And I had to break it to him last week, Jack, you should focus on just maybe one, because you don't see very many multi-professional sport athletes and professional. But no, just to be able to come back and coach. I coached a girls program for 15 years. That was extremely special to me. Had some great teams, but ultimately, my goal as a little kid was to be able to coach the boys, and I'm doing it. I'm blessed. The administration, the school board, I appreciate their support, and like I said, I love to work with kids. That's the big thing with me. I love to win. It's great to win, but if I've had a handful of kids come back to me and say, "Hey, Coach, you made a really big impact on me," and to me, that's the ultimate goal. It's ironic. I had a conversation last night with a kid after the game, and just little mistake he made academically, and I just said, "Hey, man, you have to learn from this." And like I said, just to be able to coach there is great. To be around the guys is fun. Try to keep things loose. I'm intense, but I do try to keep things loose, so it's kind of fun for these guys.
Is he intense, guys? Is he intense?
When things aren't going well, I get intense. That's it. But I guess if I didn't care, I wouldn't be intense at all. I would just sit there and not say a thing to them. But they know that I love them. They know that I support them. I want what's best for them. They're not going to always like what I got to say, but that's just life. You're going to have a boss someday that's going to tell you something, get on you, and you're not going to like it.
Scott tells me that all the time.
But it's life. But no, I just we're so excited to come back home and play this week. We're not going to be favored, and they know that. This team I think they were maybe sixth or eighth in the last Associated Press poll. But it is what it is. We expect to win Tuesday. It's simple.
It's just a number, isn't it?
It's just a number.
There you go.
It's just a number.
Absolutely, yeah. Coach. Real quick, tell me about the team and the players this year, and then we're gonna talk to a few of them here.
We're athletic. Our starting group on most nights they can play all five positions. especially on the guard spots. They can, all 5 of the guys who are starters can play the guard spot. They can all score, but a lot of guys have taken to the role, for example, all with Hunter, he's a very, very good athlete, and he's just taken the role of, he works hard, he's a good rebounder, he's a great defender. He doesn't care about scoring, but lately he's been scoring quite a bit, just off of his effort and his instincts. Evan and Aaron and Nathan Cloyd, those guys can all score. Aaron has taken the role of our point guard. He can score more than he does. He's unselfish. There was a game a couple weeks ago in the first half. He ended up with 9 assists, and that was 9 assists at halftime. And in the fourth quarter, he never ever played. Mr. Nickel holds the assist record at our school. Carl Nickel does. And Aaron missed that by like 4.
So what you're saying is you purposely set him because Carl's the AD and you don't want to lose your job. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Yeah. That and we were up by 40, so I didn't feel like him getting the assist record would have looked good if we're winning by 40, 50.
Carl walked in at halftime.
Exactly.
Time out, Coach. We got to talk about this.
But anyways,
that's my name up there, and I'm not changing it.
Exactly. Right. But again, that's just again, I expect Aaron, even this week, and especially a year from now, he's going to have a different role, and he's going to embrace it, and he'll do fine. But he's just unselfish, and like I said, he can score a lot, but he chooses not to. And then just some of the guys coming off the bench, Jack Green, Kreiderman, those guys crash the boards, they defend. Again, we just have guys who accept all of the roles, and they do a good job of that. And ultimately, they want to win. It doesn't matter who's scoring points. As long as we win, that's all that matters to us.
Well, with that being said, Mr. Aaron Kaler, step on up. I'll raise the mic up for you. You're a little taller than Coach. So, how's it going, Aaron?
Oh, not too bad. How's it going?
Oh, I'm doing great. You give me heck all the time. Actually, you give Scotty and I heck all the time.
It's mostly Scott, actually.
Yeah, it's mainly Scott. Aaron, tell me a little bit about the season and maybe the transition for you to the point guard role.
All throughout my high school career, and even back when I played for my dad on 5th and 6th grade basketball, I always played the point guard. I always had ball in my hand, so when it came to stepping up to varsity, I was excited that I would get the opportunity to play point guard and just be able to run an offense, just how Coach Lester set it up for me.
Well, Coach Lester's talking about all these assists that you're dishing out dimes, right? Well, you got some shooters around you. Tell me a little bit about those shooters that help make your stat line look so good too.
Oh, it's great. I mean, I don't know. It's easy, I guess, when you can drive past your guy and then you see somebody in the corner over there, and you can just, any guy on our starting 5, you could just kick to him, and all of them can knock down threes, and you start thinking about, and in the second quarter, it's like, wow, I've got quite a few assists already.
What with your role being the point guard role, you're scoring. Some nights can be up pretty high. Some nights you're at the low level. When you step on the floor, what's your ultimate goal as far as the game goes?
My goal is to win. Ultimately, if we win, then if I have 0 points, couple rebounds, couple assists, I'm happy with that. And just as long as we come out on top. But I like to think that if I can get to the basket and score, I'd like to. But also, assists are great too. On the stat line, both of them look pretty good.
Toughest game you've played so far this year?
Probably USA was a tough game, but ultimately, we always knew that Wednesday at Flint, the following Wednesday after the Monday game at USA, was it Tuesday? Monday, okay. But if we could beat USA, it'd be cool and all. We can brag about, beating USA and having a good year. But if we go down to Flint and have that chance to get a league championship, that was our definite ultimate goal.
Tell me a little bit about last night, bringing home a district title, and how much that means to you guys heading back to Kingston for the regional.
Having a district title is just that was part of that's. We had our season goals at the beginning of the year, and we come in and write everything down. We had a little team meeting and league championship. So we started off with 20-0, but that was kind of crushed early in the season. But it's all good. And we came back. We won our league championship. We're co-league champs, and then we won our district last night. Just it really fired up the crowd. Everybody was there, and we had a big crowd and good student section. I even say that, I guess. But no, it was a fun night, and we took lots of pictures and good memories.
Well, that's awesome. Congratulations on that. Hey, Evan, Neff, why don't you step on up to the mic? We're just going to follow rotation here.
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you, Evan?
Good.
Fantastic. These guys don't like to talk, so I get to do a lot of the talking, and that's fine. I hope you don't mind hearing my voice.
Sorry, I'm tracking wrestling right now. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine, Scotty. I know you got more stuff to do than what I have to do, that's for sure. Evan, tell me a little bit about your junior year here and how things have kind of blossomed for you and the team.
Well, coming in, it's kind of what I've expected coming into the season. Really, a lot of success. You know, we've been up and down. Me personally, I mean, it's been all right. Could do a couple things better. It's not over yet, you know, and we're winning games. We're feeling pretty good right now, so I feel like we're.
When you say you could do some things better, what things would those be?
You know,
you personally
rebound.
or as a team?
Both, really.
Okay.
Rebounding better, me personally, defending, making better decisions, all that stuff.
How does Coach Lester push you not only in the game but in practice?
In practice, if you miss a rotation on defense or anything like that, he's gonna get on you and he's gonna let you know what you did wrong. And sometimes you're just gonna kind of disagree and whatever. But at the end of the day, he's right and you need to listen to it. And
did you just say Coach is right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure that you said that. Yeah. Evan, you play a little bit of basketball, obviously, outside with the AAU stuff. How has that transition over onto the high school side of things helping you out?
Well, I'd say it's a different game a little bit because it's more fast-paced, and I kind of have a different role in AAU compared to school ball, where I'm a bigger part of the offense, a bigger part of the team, really. In AAU, it's just kind of I have my role. I take my shots in the corner. I do this, whatever I can do, and it's a big difference. But it's kind of prepared me for the games where we play better competition. It's definitely improved my skills, my confidence, all that.
When you got the ball in your hands, and you have the athletes that you have around you. How confident does that have to make you feel that you can dish it off at any point in time and you know that there's a score anywhere on the floor?
Yeah, pretty much no matter what lineup we have in, we have 5 guys that can score the ball on the floor at any time. So if I don't have a shot, my guys guarding me well, I know I can dish it off and they can make something happen themselves. So
your thoughts of heading into the first round regional game here?
I'm confident. I'm really confident coming into it. I know they have a lot of talent. They're really athletic, but I'm really confident heading into the game. I feel like we're going to step up and play well.
Do you think that the home court is going to play into your advantage a little bit?
I think it will, the first round especially, because they got a real long bus ride coming up, and I know for us sometimes it's hard to get off the bus. I mean, sometimes it's not. You do fine with it, but a lot of teams struggle getting off the bus and getting, ready to play.
Getting your legs underneath you, kind of get ready to go, get that mentality setting you. What, Evan, tell me a little bit about your role this year on the Cardinal squad.
Well, I guess our whole starting 5 kind of has the same role where we hold each other accountable and we're all kind of looked to as leaders in our own way. So we all have a pretty similar role, I'd say. So.
Okay. Scotty, you want to take a quick break and we can come on back?
Whatever you want to do, Chris.
Perfect. Sounds
you
good.
Run the show.
There we go. Not fully, but.
Where are we? Let me see here. There we are. Okay. All right. Yeah. So we'll take a break. We will come back. We do have more Let's Talk Sports on the way. Once again, brought to you by Air Advantage. We got plenty more of Cardinals to talk to here. And we'll come back with more Let's Talk Sports. Stay right there. It is Classic Rock I-92.
Classic Rock.
Everyone, it's Rick Lipan from Majestic Sky Link, your local Dish Premier retailer, TV, and internet expert. In these days of fast-paced lives and fast-talking salespeople, it's nice to know you can still count on your local Dish Premier retailer to tell you the honest truth. Drop by Majestic Sky Link at 326 South State Street in Carroll. Call us at 989-673-8094 or visit us at MajesticSkyLink.com. We are your local resource for TV and internet solutions.
This is Deborah Lipian from Majestic Sky Link here in Carroll. We are your local premier Dish authorized TV and internet retailer. Are you tired of waiting on hold and trying to talk to the big box companies? Why not just talk to your neighbors here at Majestic Sky Link? We pride ourselves on the great customer experience we provide for our Dish TV and internet customers. Drop by Majestic Sky Link at 326 South State Street in Carroll. Call 989-673-8094 or visit us at MajesticSkylink.com. Local dealer, local service.
Hi everyone, it's Rick Lipan from Majestic Sky Link, your local Dish Premier retailer, TV, and internet expert. In these days of fast-paced lives and fast-talking salespeople, it's nice to know you can still count on your local Dish Premier retailer to tell you the honest truth. Drop by Majestic Sky Link at 326 South State Street in Carroll. Call us at 989-673-8094 or visit us at MajesticSkylink.com. We are your local resource for TV and internet solutions.
This is Deborah Lipian from Majestic Sky Link here in Carroll. We are your local premier Dish authorized TV and internet retailer. Are you tired of waiting on hold and trying to talk to the big box companies? Why not just talk to your neighbors here at Majestic Sky Link? We pride ourselves on the great customer experience we provide for our Dish TV and internet customers. Drop by Majestic Sky Link at 326 South State Street in Carroll. Call 989-673-8094 or visit us at MajesticSkylink.com. Local dealer, local service.
Hi everyone, it's Rick Lipan from Majestic Sky Link, your local Dish Premier retailer, TV, and internet expert. In these days of fast-paced lives and fast-talking salespeople, it's nice to know you can still count on your local Dish Premier retailer to tell you the honest truth. Drop by Majestic Sky Link at 326 South State Street in Carroll. Call us at 989-673-8094 or visit us at MajesticSkylink.com. We are your local resource for TV and internet solutions.
This is Deborah Lipian from Majestic Sky Link here in Carroll. We are your local premier Dish authorized TV and internet retailer. Are you tired of waiting on hold and trying to talk to the big box companies? Why not just talk to your neighbors here at Majestic Sky Link? We pride ourselves on the great customer experience we provide for our Dish TV and internet customers. Drop by Majestic Sky Link at 326 South State Street in Carroll. Call 989-673-8094 or visit us at MajesticSkylink.com. Local dealer, local service.
Hi everyone, it's Rick Lipan from Majestic Sky Link, your local Dish Premier retailer, TV, and internet expert.
It is Let's Talk Sports, Classic Rock I-92. Good Saturday morning to you. It is me, Scott Bulliski, Christian Zalick, and Chris Wilcox in the house. Do we still call you the Chief, or is that kind of just...
I don't know.
Do you still call yourself that? Was that a given nickname, or is that more of a...
That was Derek.
Oh.
Yeah, that was all Derek.
Chef
Yeah, that was all Derek.
He puts out.
I tell you what, man, you got some good cooking sometimes. You make me hungry. I'm like scrolling through. I'm like, oh man, he's got some good food.
It's relaxing. It's a way to relax.
You should invite Gordon Ramsay over to test your food.
I mean, if you ever want to have
swear
over.
I'm not sure if that would be a good thing or not.
Probably not. Because, he'd rip you up, probably.
Well, no, but I'd swear just as much at him.
You guys would be fighting.
I know.
But, hey, quick shout-out, too. to Lucas Jacket.
Wasn't that a cool video I posted this morning?
Was that MSU? Some kind of MSU news?
I don't know what it was. I just happened to find it this morning. I'm like, oh, I got to post that.
Yeah, it's it's on our Let's Talk Sports page on Facebook. They did a story on Lucas and his wrestling adventures, and his friend Summer there. Man, she started crying. I was just like, I got goosebumps. I was like, man, that's so awesome. Cool. You know, and he was out dancing on the floor last night after the district championship, and I said, man, that's the real MVP right there.
You darn right.
So shout out to Lucas, and jump on our Facebook page. We have that up there, so you can check out that video. Very cool video that they did. Whoever that was that did it. So
I wish I knew, and I wish they would have done some more graphics on the video, so you know who the people were that were talking.
Oh yeah, I know, right? But yeah, shout out to them on that, and also a huge shout out to Nick Phillips of the Mayville Wildcats. So we shared a video last week of him working with some of the kids from from Highland Pines, and doing a basketball program up there as well. So very cool stuff all around the Thumb area. So with that being said, we're gonna jump on back into our guest here. We have the Kingston Cardinals boys squad in. Got a couple of Cardinals in the house here. Talked to a couple of them so far. Talked to the juniors, the ones that are gonna
sticking around.
Yeah, the ones that are gonna be here next year. That are gonna be the spotlight will be on Aaron Kaler right there. Of course, he takes a spotlight.
He tries to take it.
He loves the spotlight.
He does.
I mean, do you think you did better on the mic than you know who? Remember you were calling somebody out at the cafeteria.
Not like we would call
anybody out.
Yeah.
Saying that you'd be a lot better. I mean, yeah. But nonetheless, who do you want to bring up here next, Chris?
Hunter.
You gonna go right in order?
Yeah, we're just gonna stick right in order. Why not? Just keep it in order. You actually have to lower the mic.
Oh yeah.
So we have to lower the mic, but you're probably the kid that can jump the highest, right? Is that true, Cloyd? Is that true or no? Can he jump higher than you? Yeah, probably.
I don't know. I'd say it's close.
It's close. Coach?
Really
close?
No, it's so close. I can't even tell you.
Okay. All right.
He's got 1 inch on me.
Hunter, tell me a little bit about senior season for you, and the anticipation coming into the senior season and how it's progressed so far for you.
Well, I think overall it's been a pretty good season. Back in November, we were looking forward to this time of year, winning a district and then playing regionals at home, and here we are. Next week we got regionals at home. This is what we're looking forward to.
How important is it for you to have that at least one regional home game, if not 2 regional home games?
It'd be very cool, especially senior year, to play a regional, hopefully win a regional on your home floor.
How much meaning does it really have behind it, I guess, throughout? I mean, is it obviously it's your senior year. It's going to be the last time you're going to step on the floor. After the, whether it's first game or second game, you close out with the regional title. What kind of emotions? I mean, have you really had kind of any emotions? I mean, you've already experienced it with the football side of things. How is that playing out?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool to play at home and stuff for regionals. It's been a fun season so far. If whatever happens, it's been a fun season. We couldn't really ask for a better record, really. We could have, but looking back, we could have beat, I don't know.
He just gives up. He's like, no, I'm done. Yeah, whatever. Hunter, tell me a little bit about some of these passes that you guys get ramped up on. You happen to be on the receiving end of a few of these, but man, tell me a little bit about this. You guys got some, as a video shows on Huddle and Nathan Cloyd, it's saucy, right? Is that how it is? It's saucy. Saucy. Yeah. Tell me a little bit about some of this passing that's going on out there on the court. I mean, you guys, I was up there to watch you guys against North Huron. And you want to talk about some assists. I don't know if Kaler had a majority of them or who it was, but you guys like to pass the ball, which is a good thing.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's so surprising when you wake up in the morning, go on Twitter, and see one of your teammates on Huddle. It's just it's shocking.
Tell me, I want to ask you as a senior, what is it like to have a member of a rival school come on over and join you for your senior year?
It's
pretty cool. I mean, his quote was, "You can't beat him, join him." So,
He's honest.
Tell me a little bit about Nate Dawson and kind of how he's gelled with the team and how you guys have formed that team bond.
Yeah, he's definitely fit in. He's kind of fit in as one of the guys when he came over, and we were all good to him, and he's good to us. And it's just different, like when you came over, like looking at him as like, when he come over, it's like, oh, this guy's from Mayville, I don't know how he's going to be. And then he turns out he's just like one of the cool guys like us.
So you're saying he's a cool guy then? And you're saying you guys are cool?
He's all right.
He's all right. Okay, all right. Just making sure. During summer ball, you guys played a lot of summer ball together. A lot of you guys. Tell me how that summer ball has translated into the season that you're having now.
Yeah, we definitely did. We definitely had ups and downs in summer ball. We lost to a couple teams at Grand Valley, where we went to. We lost to a couple teams early, but then we picked it up and beat some really good teams that we probably shouldn't have beat, but we played together and we ended up beating them, so that was pretty cool.
Is your younger brother going to be a better athlete than you?
No.
Not even close? No?
I have to get him off the couch first.
Get him off the couch. Ouch.
He said he was going to win Player of the Year 3 times.
Yeah, that's what he was telling us.
Okay.
Coach Lester, who's a better athlete, Hunter or Dave? James?
Hunter.
Oh, yeah.
Dave, here's the problem. Dave
Hunter's
hear
in
that?
trouble now.
that he dealt with. So, in fairness to him, we never really got to see Dave at 100%.
At 100%,
so,
right.
Oh, you don't have to be nice about it.
I remember Dave was a great athlete. The injuries kind of hampered him, though, honestly. Yeah.
So what Coach Lester's telling you is be thankful to your parents for passing down that genetic trait.
Yeah,
I think that's what he's saying.
I guess
right.
So, whatever.
How is, and I think you're the only one in here. How is it in the household with Hannah and you starting out? I mean, the girls are having a good season. You guys are having a good season, and potentially both teams can make a deep run.
Yeah, that's definitely cool that both teams have the chance to make this run. I don't feel like many years this has a chance for both teams are this high skilled or whatever where you can have that chance. But so it's definitely cool that both teams are at the same spot.
I was going to say, when we were doing the game together back in December, Hannah made a nice move. I asked him if she does that type of stuff on him in the backyard, and he said no.
No.
Do you guys her down?
Do you guys ever ball one another and at all or no? Not really.
They usually don't go too good.
Doesn't he? So are you saying she's better than you or?
Ooh. Yeah, we'll just say that.
We'll just say okay. All right. All right. Sounds good. Hey, I do have one quick question. Is there like and I know Kingston's a smaller school and all, is there like a written code on the team that nobody can date your younger sister? I gotta ask you this.
Interesting.
It's a question. I mean, I'm curious.
Just hasn't been talked about.
So the boys leave it alone then, right? The boys just leave it alone. All right, sounds good. Nathan, step on up here, bud.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, Nathan. How are you? They call you AKA Saucy now, right, or something like that? Is that
No, I haven't gotten that.
Not yet. Nathan, tell me a little bit about your senior season. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, you and Hunter played some ball for a while now together. Tell me how your relationship has developed on the court and has translated over into your senior year so far.
Senior year's been fun. It's always fun playing with Hunter. It's definitely gonna miss basketball season once it ends because I won't get to play with Hunter James anymore. I've been playing with him since like wee bit ages and I'm gonna miss it.
Tell me, you see the court pretty good, we'll say. I'm really good. Okay. Tell me about some of these passes that, I mean, sometimes, Aaron, you weren't expecting a pass. I believe it was the one that was on huddle, the behind the back pass. I mean, tell me about some of these passes that you make. I mean, are you sure that they're paying attention, or are you just like, you know what, I'm making the pass, and if they're not there, they're not paying attention?
Well, I'm hoping they're paying attention. I mean, they gotta expect it with me. I'll hit anybody if they're open. So.
Now, have you and Hunter had a dunk off at all, or no?
No, not
No,
really.
no, not really. Okay, all right. So we could probably expect one of you guys to say, "Hey, Mr. Robinson, there's."
Oh yeah, we for sure got
Okay,
that.
all right, okay, all right. So there's a call out on air. So I just want to make sure we're good there.
So we're gonna, because sometimes we struggle to get people compete in the dunk contest.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have no two. These guys.
We got guaranteed at least 3.
Yeah, we got for sure 3.
So
for sure 3.
The final Friday.
Final Friday in June.
Yeah.
When do you play in the All-Star game?
That's the Saturday. It's the day after.
It's the day after.
Yeah,
I know.
Okay. Oh man, basketball to football. There you go. Boom, just like that. How? Tell me a little bit about some of these dunks. I mean, you guys. I think it was North Huron up in North Huron. You drove baseline. And was that something you were looking to really throw down, or did you just like, you know what, I got up high enough, I'm putting it down?
I wasn't really thinking about it until the kid, he didn't come over soon enough, so I figured I'd try to yam on him, and did.
Got one down without him knowing, right?
Yeah.
You ever try to make a poster of anybody? I mean, has anybody taken a photo of you guys dunking with somebody below you yet, or no? No, not at all. Okay. That would be awesome, just to kind of like hang up in my bedroom. If I was your age, I'd be like hanging that thing up with like a picture of me.
There was a good one of who was it from Bridgeport? Did on Whitley? Was it last year? One of the was it Garrett?
Oh yes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That was a beautiful shot. I'm sure Mario disagrees, but
yeah, right. Nathan, tell me a little bit about. I asked Hunter the senior season finishing. Potentially, hopefully finishing out with a regional title at Kingston, and how much that means to you.
Oh, yeah, it mean a lot. I mean, I had a chance to finish my senior year out on my home court with a regional championship. It couldn't really be much better.
Now, have any of you guys ever been to Cadillac?
No.
Okay. It's a very resort-like town, so it's
you win, you'll make the trip. You win, you make the trip. We'll tell you that. Probably not the trip that you want to make in the wintertime, more of a summertime town, but you'll enjoy it nonetheless, that's for sure. Nathan, who is, I want to ask you as a senior, who is one of those underclassmen that you think is just going to take the reins come next year, minus the 2 that are behind you?
I mean, if Quinn Boucard can learn how to play like a real big man, he could.
We've said that before.
We have said that. He's a big guy. He's what? Is he listed at 6'8"? 6'8" is what he's listed at.
Goodness.
Okay, yeah. I mean, obviously being a big guy out there, and he could play down low. He could obviously dominate a lot of people around the area, being 6'8".
Absolutely.
Tell me a little bit about Coach. I don't know if you're gonna know this or not. Is he one of the top leading rebounders on the team? He's got to be up there. He is a leading rebounder. Tell me, surprising. Well, tell me a little bit about that. I mean, you're not that you're a guy I wouldn't expect to be a leading rebounder, but you easily, actually everybody in here could easily put up a double-double at any point in time. Tell me a little bit about you probably almost averaging close to a double-double.
I mean, I think rebounds are pretty cool. I almost like getting rebounds just as much as scoring the ball or anything. And I mean, pretty much just jump as high as I can, just get a board every time. It's pretty nice.
There's nothing wrong with getting a board, right?
No.
So are you saying you look up to like Dennis Rodman? Is that who you're like? Who's Dennis Rodman?
So bad.
Yeah, I know, right? Levi, you want to step on up to the mic? Sure. All right. He's like, sure, I guess. How's it going, Levi?
It's going pretty good.
Good, fantastic. Your senior year, you finished it off in football. Had a really good senior year campaign in football. Tell me a little bit about the basketball season and how that's translating onto the court for you so far.
Kind of what we expected coming into it. I mean, we knew we were going to have some tough games, and being on the winning side, it's always nice to kind of bring over that same effort, same guys coming over, multi-sport. Playing with them is always nice because you know the guys pretty well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Tell me a little bit about your role on the team, Levi.
Well, I'm not a whole lot about scoring. I always come in, try to get best rebounds I can, play good defense, try to be a good teammate.
Oh, I would have to say you're a pretty good teammate. You put up some points as of late, and you're more that kind of role player, if I'm thinking correctly, right? I mean, you do what's needed out of you when you come off the bench, and you make the plays when the plays have to happen, right?
Yeah, I'm always looking to just do what I need to help out the team.
Who is that out of the seniors? I'm assuming you guys are a pretty tight class. What does it mean to kind of graduate with this senior class right now? I mean, obviously there's a bunch of memories that you guys have built across the years, but what's it going to be like when you guys graduate?
I think once we graduate, we'll still be pretty close. Like now, we're always together on the weekends, and every day after school, we're always doing something. So in the summer and that, I think we'll still be around together, hanging out.
What are your plans here after your senior year?
Going off to college.
Do you know what you're gonna major in, or try to major in, or anything like that, or
engineering?
Engineering. Jeez, okay. I'll be quiet over here. I thought you were gonna talk like nuclear engineering or something like that. I was gonna say, oh my gosh. U of M, okay.
Good choice.
All right, great choice. Great choice. Yeah.
You hear that, Bubba?
Absolutely. Yeah. Bubba, hear that? U of M. Come on. Levi, tell me a little bit about not only your role on the team, but some of the other guys that surround you that kind of come off the bench. Tell me a little bit about their role. One person in specifically that I want to talk about, Mr. Hobson. Tell me what he's like sitting on the bench.
Where is he?
He has most energy of anyone that I know. I mean, he's always excited. Every bucket, he's standing up, giving some sort of celebration. And he's always getting on guys in practice, telling them to pick it up, and there's no other guy like it.
My favorite this year was at the Marlette game when he did the gator chop to the student section continuously over and over.
He is just on. I honestly, I don't even know if there's anybody else around the area that is like that. And
no.
So you're saying he's pretty intense in practice, telling everybody to just pick it up, right?
Oh yeah, every 5 minutes you'll hear him saying something, and
is it because his mouth never stops, or is it because he always has to have something to say?
I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, he's always thinking of something.
Well, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Hey, Levi, why I got you up here? I asked the girls the same thing, and I kind of want to ask you guys as well, since you're the first one standing up here. Who is somebody that you look up to as a role model? He doesn't have one? You don't have one? You don't have a...
No.
No? Like nothing at all? Nothing? All right, that's fine. I understand. Hey, Aaron, role model.
Probably my dad. He's always on my case about everything after a game.
Yeah.
Like you had to look back and get reassurance from
start laughing about it because they always get a kick out of my dad.
I thought maybe you had to make sure that Hunter wasn't upset that you didn't pick him or something.
Yeah, Hunter James. Honestly, though, Hunter James is.
I get it.
He's around, and he's probably pushed me about just as hard as anybody in school, and just trying to fill his shoes next year is gonna be great.
Evan, step on up. Who's somebody you look up to, a role model?
I'd say both my parents, my mom and my dad.
Okay. Connor?
Probably Coach Jones. Trying to get more dunks than he did in the season, but I don't think that happened.
Well, you definitely have to look up to him as well.
Yeah, that's
no
true. I'm a 5'11"
son. Nathan, who...
I'll probably say my next oldest brother in line. Out of like the 8 of us there are.
You're like 1, 2, 3, 4. I lost track. Awesome, Coach. Step on up to the mic here real quick. Who's been your role model?
My mom and dad. Easy.
Easy. No doubt about it.
No doubt about it.
They're the ones that have pushed you to where you're at now, and
absolutely
continue to go.
Yeah, my parents. It's easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Just like that. Scotty, you want to take a quick break, or
it's up to you, Chris?
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
No, yeah, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We still got plenty of district games to touch on, and some big girls games that happened this week as well. And we're running over time, but what's new, right?
That's right.
We'll take that break. We'll come back. Got more Let's Talk Sports brought to you by Advantage here in Classic Rock on 92.
Everyone, it's Rick Lipan from Majestic Sky Link, your local Dish premier retailer, TV and internet expert. In these days of fast-paced lives and fast-talking salespeople, it's nice to know you can still count on your local Dish premier retailer to tell you the honest truth. Drop by Majestic Sky Link at 326 South State Street in Carroll. Call us at 989-673-8094 or visit us at MajesticSkyLink.com. We are your local resource for TV and internet solutions.
This is Deborah Lipian from Majestic Sky Link here in Carroll. We are your local premier Dish authorized TV and internet retailer. Are you tired of waiting on hold and trying to talk to the big box companies? Why not just talk to your neighbors here at Majestic Sky Link? We pride ourselves on the great customer experience we provide for our Dish TV and internet customers. Drop by Majestic Sky Link at 326 South State Street in Carroll. Call 989-673-8094 or visit us at MajesticSkylink.com. Local dealer, local service.
Hi everyone, it's Rick Lipan from Majestic Sky Link, your local Dish premier retailer, TV and internet expert. In these days of fast-paced lives and fast-talking salespeople, it's nice to know you can still count on your local Dish premier retailer to tell you the honest truth. Drop by Majestic Sky Link at 326 South State Street in Carroll. Call us at 989-673-8094 or visit us at MajesticSkylink.com. We are your local resource for TV and internet solutions.
This is Deborah Lipian from Majestic Sky Link here in Carroll.
Talk Sports, Classic Rock I-92 here. It's 11:12 here on this Saturday. Welcome back on in. Going over time here for your...
Somebody not on the Kingston team who was one of the best ball players you've seen in the area.
Ooh, in the area?
He was, locked in. I think he's solid. I mean, these guys have I mentioned really good players, but Micah, in my opinion.
Okay,
that's me though. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks.
I'm supposed to ask about something here.
Uh-oh.
Evan?
Oh, you.
Technical last night? You want to talk about
You got
that?
a technical last night?
No comment.
Yeah, boy. That's all we're going to get? No comment?
No comment?
Okay.
Anybody else want to elaborate on that for us?
I mean, he was just getting a little cocky on all.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, okay. All right.
Backed it up, though. He got the win.
Right. Right.
He made the shot. That's a good thing.
Well, yeah. It's so. Well, that's always good when they can't hit the free throw.
Right.
Don't lie, right? There you go.
Right. Hey, guys. Hey, thanks. I don't know if you guys want to take off, but thanks for joining us. Absolutely appreciate it. Best of luck in regionals. Go step back on the home court at least one more time, if not twice more, and go bring home a regional trophy. Great luck, seniors. Good luck. You juniors, we'll see you next year as well.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yep. Good enough to come in next year?
Of course.
you talk to that guy. See you guys.
See you guys.
See ya.
Yeah.
See ya.
See you guys. Have a good one. Thanks, guys.
Yep,
Yep.
absolutely.
That's
See ya.
always for him with Madison Heights, Madison. Division III at Cass City, USA takes home their fourth straight district title. How many was that? 4 straight for Millington?
That was the 5th and 6th years.
Okay,
6
so,
years.
okay.
Didn't win one last year.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. 46-30 was your final in that one. Big second half for them. They were down 21-20 to Bad Axe at halftime. We were all kind of like, whoa, let's watch out here. See what, maybe USA kind of looked over Bad Axe, but they were able to get back and figure things out and get it done in the second half. Huge second half for them as they get the 46-30 victory.
24 in program history.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
And 14 for Coach Gainforth in his 23-year history of coaching.
Yeah.
So.
That's a lot of lifting, boys. That's
Yes,
a lot
it
of
is.
lifting.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Speaking of lifting, Brian, yesterday when Millington won the he went down to get some photos. He was holding it like it was a Stanley Cup. He had it right above his head. He was. Kramer led USA last night, game high 17 points. Tyler Heckroth 12 points, and Mr. Landon Zimmer, who was just talked about with 11 points. Cody Tulaski had 11 points for Bad X, just a junior, so we'll see him back next year. He's going to be a lot of fun to watch. They got some good pieces coming back in Bad X. And shout out to Coach Krug, whose name's definitely going to be right there in the mix for the voting for Coach of the Year with what he's done with Bad X this year.
Agree.
So USA now moves on. They will be taking on Ithaca, and they don't have very far to go, just up the road to Bad X, as that's where the regional is going to be. And on the other side of that, Millington Beecher. So we could see that USA beat to regional action at Auburn Hills, Oakland Christian. And our final district, nonetheless, there's some big districts out there that finished up. And Clarkston, too, falling in their district.
I know.
That was a surprise.
Very big surprise.
That's your district final action. A couple girls' games this week that we were out attending. Shout out to the Kingston Cardinals finishing out the week 2-0. Big week for them as they're able to knock off two big schools in Swan Valley and also in Lapeer. And that Lapeer game was a heck of a game. Shout out to Hannah Erla. She, very promising player. Junior, dropped 29 for Lapeer. She can get a little bit of help down there. It could be a very dangerous team.
I know there might be a difference of opinion, Scotty, but she might be the best girl I've seen play all year long.
Rocket Watts. Rocket Watts.
Is that who it was?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, Dave Lester actually told me. So shout out to Dave.
Dave knows who we're talking about.
I know he does, yeah.
But, I mean, that Hannah Erla, you want to talk about a gamer. She was an absolute gamer. She dropped 29 points. And, I know Jay had, I believe, said something to the girls as well. This will be the best player that you have faced all year long.
I mean, obviously we've seen the likes of the shooting of Muxlow, but, she's right up there with her. She just did so much for Lapeer, just could not get the extra little bit of help, and still just a 2-point win for Kingston, but still a big win.
Well, she had 10 at half and then 19 in the second half. So, very big performance. And she took the last shot as well.
Yeah, it almost won the game for them.
Yeah, just a great win for them. It's not only a Class A school, but the Saginaw Valley League as well. And that's a huge win for the Cardinals.
I talked to Mark Haney here at real quick. Wanted to run down the area basketball leaders. I know, Chris, you got to get out of here.
No, you're fine.
Looking at the top 10 area basketball leaders for scoring here. Number 10. Actually, this isn't in order. It's in order by points per game. So, do you want me to do it by points per game or total points?
Points per game.
Okay.
Points per game,
all right.
fine.
Because the games are so different this year.
Yeah.
Because of all the weather.
Micah Kramer, 13.7 points per game. Dylan Hubbard of Vassar, 14.1. Sean Quady of Marlette, 15.1. Zach York of Millington, 15.5. Sandy Cuthrell of Cass City, 16 points per game. Evan Neff of Kingston.
King Kong.
Yeah, you can't say that anymore. We are not allowed to use that one. But nonetheless, big week for Carly Smith of the Kingston Cardinals. 19 points against Swan Valley, then 15 points against Lapeer. She is our athlete of the week, our female athlete of the week. And on the boys' side of things, speaking of heroics, big night last night, and not so much on the stat sheet all together, but is what got Millington their district title. Braden Henderson of the Millington Cardinals. You are the male athlete of the week. So there you go. Braden Henderson, Millington Cardinals, Kingston Cardinal, Carly Smith.